Academy hosted an internal science fair at its campus in Belize City today. It is a preliminary step taken by the institution for the National Science Fair scheduled to be held in March. The theme for this year is a brighter future through innovation and technology.
The criteria is based on the nationals criteria. We have different categories. It includes the folder presentation, which summarizes their project, the innovation, organization of their content, and the scientific value of their project. So it's basically to have our students showcase their knowledge of the scientific method, and in their presentations they run through that method as how it applies to the particular project that they formulated. They basically observed their environment and found something that intrigued them. It may have been a principle that they learned in class, right, like electrolysis for instance, and then they found ways to improve on an old experiment that they came across through research or created something on their own.
Over 120 entries were submitted, and at today's fair a total of 54 projects competed to represent the school at the nationals in the junior and senior category. But how creative were the booths? Well, on display were the typical science projects, but others out of the box.
What we did is just made our own crime scene out of sponges and blood and see how far the pattern went, and if the pattern would change if it's closer or farther from a wall, the corner of a wall. And the pattern did change because you have to take everything into consideration, like the force, like how maybe there was wind on that night and they could move the blood, or how much blood we used. And we used 10 teaspoons of blood and the same amount of force, giving us still different patterns.
We love music, and it's a great way to show that how the vibration of the music works in fire. You can actually see how the beat goes towards it, and it's really cool. So I just really love the fact that we actually chose to do this.
Talk to us about the process of getting to this point, because, hey, you must admit, fire is a dangerous business.
Fire is a dangerous business, but we had to really convince and stuff. We had to take videos, make sure everything's safe. We had to get some stuff like the fire extinguisher, and we had some hose and stuff when we tried it out, just to make sure that it's really safe.
For the head of the science department, Ingrid Acosta, placing second and third in the Sagicor Visionaries Challenge held late last year, gives the students the drive going into the science fair.
Well, it's a big motivation. Our girls are very diligent workers, and they do their tasks to the utmost of their ability. Our school was very enthused by the win that we brought home, second and third prizes, and we're definitely looking at first place next year at the competition.